Thanks, Tom. You join us as Britain wakes up to a decisive Labour victory, putting Sir Keir Starmer in number 10. Good morning, Britain. The country wakes up to a Labour landslide as the party sweeps to victory in the general election. It's a historic moment for Sir Keir Starmer, on a par with Tony Blair's win in 1997.
We said we would end the chaos, and we will. We said we would turn the page, and we have. Today we start the next chapter, begin the work of change, the mission of national renewal, and start to rebuild our country. Thank you.
Rishi Sunak held on as an MP, but it was a catastrophic night for the Conservatives as 8 members of the Cabinet lost their seats.
The British people have delivered a sobering verdict tonight. There is much to learn and reflect on, and I take responsibility for the loss.
Ed Davey's Liberal Democrats have enjoyed their best night since 2010, becoming once again the third biggest party, ahead of the SNP, which lost out heavily to Labour in Scotland.
And Nigel Farage finally becomes an MP as reform surges across the country, and it's got 4 seats so far.
This Labour government will be in trouble very, very quickly. We will now be targeting Labour votes. We're coming for Labour, be in no doubt about that.
Friday, 5th of July, from ITV. This is Good Morning Britain.
Vote 2024 with Susanna Reid and Ed Balls.
Live from Television Centre.
Well, good morning, Britain. It's 2 minutes past 6. You've had a long night.
I have.
Ed Balls.
I have.
So, very good morning.
Good morning.
To you. And,
is it morning?
It is morning.
It is morning.
It is, and it's a new dawn, of course, for the Labour Party. Now, this is a historic win, but not without its losses and not without its problems. What do you make of what's happened to Labour overnight?
I mean, we'll be talking about the complexity of this election because it is so fascinating. One of the most interesting elections that I've seen for a very, very long time. But simply put, first of all, Labour has won a historic victory, a huge majority. And in fact, if you think of where Labour came from, losing in 2019 to Boris Johnson, an 80-seat majority, to turn that round in 5 years, this is a bigger turnaround in British politics than anything we've seen in the last 100 years, bigger than Tony Blair in 1997, bigger than the 1945 Labour government at the end of the Second World War, and Keir Starmer will have a big majority for a full term.